The weekend, could he be the new king of Riga? Well, it's early days.
It is early days, Dave. We've got a whole day to go tomorrow yet before we even get close to that. We go back on the line to the Swedish driver, Pontus Hartmann, a man who's shown glimmers in the past of some success and looked good. He has got the tool for the machine, for the job, and it's a 1,000 horsepower, 2JZ power BMW E46. As Hartmann looks for the outside zone now, transitions across the track, opens up the throttle, but gets unnerved, and takes it to the wall, pulls the back end clean off the car.
Oh, you know what? He got away with that lightly, because if he was a couple of feet further, he would have been. That would have been the car. Yeah, straight. I mean, there's tires there.
I think, Dave, that could have been the car. To be honest with you, from looking over the top here of the commentary tower and looking at the back end of that BMW, I mean, he has moved a concrete block that is very, very hefty, and we know a lot of these drivers now carry the fuel cell within those crash structures. I wonder if there's.
I wonder, did he move the tires? The tires moved it.
Yeah, I think the tires pushed the wall. Yeah.
Yeah, I think. Like, oh, I mean, look at that. Absolutely sandwiched the bumper bar in the back. Look at that.
I mean, that's not a bumper bar, Dave. That is an extension of the chassis that these guys now build in tubular steel to act as a crash zone. That's completely sandwiched it over.
But I think of how he glanced it, I think he got away with the rear suspension. I think it took all the impact. Wow, I have never seen anything quite sandwiched like that before.
Let me just say to you something, and there's probably a lot of people watching online, a lot of people watching at home, a lot of people that will pick this up after the event, Dave. You know, people are working. We're meant to be working. This is our job, believe it or not, right? Pinch yourself sometimes. We have said years on years before that that area of the track, no one's crashed there before. This year so far, we've had 2 crashes there.
Yeah, I think
and do you know what? I think people are pushing harder and going faster than they've ever been before.
I think this has gone up a couple of maybe 10
notch or
kilometers.
2, yeah.
And when you hit that curb and you lose traction there, all of a sudden that wall comes up a lot quicker than it has in previous years. So I think he's hit the tires. The tires have braced some of the impact.
Yeah.
The car, to me, I mean, now that he's on the phone, to me, means that he's ringing his team. He's saying, hey, we've got a problem. We need to straighten the whole back of this. Someone get a very, very, hefty chain and someone else's machinery. We're going to have to pull this thing straight. But I have a feeling that he's got away without too much damage behind that. And that, I mean, a lot of guys, you look at these cars, they look like an E46, but there's only from the front wheel to the back wheel that's an E46, everything in front and behind. But watch this again. Watch how much speed he picks up on the curb. This makes the back end of the car go light. Now he can't slow here. He's on the handbrake.
He's on the handbrake, look.
And then all of a sudden, watch the rear end of the car. He just glances. I think he misses the wall.
He does, yeah.
Because he misses the wall, he gets away without the car being completely destroyed. That could have been the end of the season if he was a couple of feet to the right.
Oh, easily so, Dave. And you know what? I think it was only because he transitioned so late that he went so deep on the outside zone. If he would have transitioned a few feet before, he would have been safe. But you know what? It's easy for us to say that sitting up here.
I think if he hits the tires, but the tires then come to a stop at some point, which is the concrete wall, and he moves it. I mean, that could have been a big hit. You could have been injured. So we have got to introduce our on-the-ground reporter for this weekend. She's going to be giving us all behind-the-scenes